With that gun, we are underway. Thanks for joining us here on Runner Space. 16 laps. This is, of course, a 200-meter track. You'll see some different distances of indoor facilities around the country, whether up in Madison Square Garden. Millrose Games takes place. Of course, Washington, a 300 or so meter track up in Seattle. But here at the JDL Fast Track, your standard 200-meter track, though they've added the banked turns here recently with those fresh renovations. A lot of folks in the state really excited about those enhancements, improvements to this first-class facility in Winston-Salem. Charlotte Country Day with a nice, healthy advantage here, not even through the first leg. Coming up on 400 meters. Mary Reinhardt, Ann Weish, Harper Schwartz, Harless Lane. 4 listed for Charlotte Catholic. Just one heat for the girls 4x8 here today. Same for the men, although that will be a more contested event. 9 teams scheduled to take the line. The boys 4x8s coming up shortly. We'll get an early idea here momentarily what Charlotte Country Day may be on pace for and how that might compare to some of the top times in the States. Seed time was 9:46. Which is about 42 seconds faster than Franklin's seed time coming into this. 2:24 through the first leg for Charlotte Country Day. Put them around, if they kept that pace, would be around 3rd or 4th in the state. Just keep an eye on that. .38 seconds for that first 200. Second leg here for Country Day. Davey came in 2:44. Not the easiest task here for any of these 3 athletes on the track. All solo right now. First race in a couple of weeks, most likely for each of them. Trying to keep on pace by themselves. It was 41 seconds for that most recent 200. So it was about a 78-second 400. First lap of the second leg. We're at the JDL Fast Track in Winston-Salem. Opened back in January 2012. It's got that Mondo surface. Did not take long to become a hub for track and field. CHSAA tapped it for the state indoor championships that very year. It's hosted plenty of major meets since. This handoff takes place at 4:52. 2 2:28 there on that second leg for Charlotte Country Day. JDL's hosted the USATF Masters Indoor Nationals a couple years ago. And now, banked track. Excited about the future here in Winston-Salem. 2:27.83 officially on that second leg for Charlotte Country Day. 2:37.34 for Davey. 2:34 for Franklin on leg 2. Franklin's team consisting of Abigail Timent, Molly Radecki, Abigail Pope, Brianna Pendergrass. Davey with Lexi Marion, Reese Rye, Kristen Starkey, and Adeline Steelman before representing Davey. .75 through the first lap for leg 3 for Charlotte Country Day. Closing in on lapping Franklin participant here. Got the men just outside the railing, waiting their opportunity here. The 55-meter hurdles, the 55, and the 4x2 the next couple of races. That'll be followed by the mile, 500, 1,000, 300, 2-mile, and of course, as concludes most every meet, 4x4. .723. 720, I should say, at the exchange. There's a 2:28 split. Really consistent thus far for Charlotte Country Day. So at 2:30, we put them at 9:50. That'd be 5th in the state so far if they did run at 2:30. First leg was 2:24. They've been 2:27, 2:28 since. You're trying to take advantage of moments like this. Finish a race hard, even though you may be solo. Something to have a sense of urgency for. .73 for that first 400 of the final leg for Charlotte Country Day. Coming up on 200 meters to go. .913 with a lap left. You can hear the shouts of her teammates, it seems. 100 meters left. Charlotte Country Day looking to set the tone here. Competitive statewide time. Nice kick to the finish. Final official time is going to be 9:46.40. 9:46.40 for Charlotte Country Day. That's the fifth best time in the state of North Carolina this season. Not far behind Watauga at 9:44.72 and Apex Friendship at 9:44.60. I mean, you have to figure, had there been some competition, other runners to sit behind for a while, that could be worth a couple of seconds perhaps among the four athletes, rather than being solo for most of that. Charlotte Country Day in a good spot here in early January. Davey takes second in 10:16 after Franklin had spent much time in second place. Davey entered with a seed time of 10:40, so he'll be pleased with the 10:16. Oh, 09.